The Crimean Cryptids, the enigmatic sea people, and underwater humanoids of Cape Aya. We're talking about mermen, perhaps? When it comes to Crimean cryptids, the legendary sea serpent, also known as the Karadag monster, often steals the spotlight, but the region is also home to reports of strange underwater humanoids, often referred to as sea people. These mysterious beings have been sighted in the Black Sea as well, particularly around Cape Aya near Balaclava, primarily during the 20th century. The enigmatic underwater humanoids. Sightings and descriptions of them. Eyewitness accounts of these underwater creatures are remarkably consistent. Descriptions often depict them as resembling humans but with distinct features. These beings are usually unusually large, silver in color as if clad in smooth, tight-fitting suits, and possessing flippers on their legs, possibly artificial. The most striking feature is their eyes, huge, almond-shaped, and an intense blue, unlike any human eyes, they say. Lack of breathing apparatus as well. A key detail that sets these sightings apart from human divers is the absence of visible breathing devices. Despite their humanoid appearance, these beings exhibit exceptional swimming capabilities at considerable depths, suggesting they're not ordinary humans but some sort of underwater humanoid. The underground city of Cape Aya, Anton Anfalov's hypothesis. Crimean ufologist Anton Anfalov offers an intriguing explanation for these sightings. He proposes that an underground river of fresh water flows into the sea near Cape Aya, attracting these aquatic humanoids, and according to Anfalov, these beings might actually reside in an underground city beneath Cape Aya, possibly descendants of an ancient advanced race mentioned in ancient texts like Indian epics and the Sumerian tablets. Anfalov, who was born in Sverdlovsk and later moved to Crimea, collected numerous stories from local residents. His research indicates a striking similarity in description of the humanoids, despite the witnesses not knowing each other, living in different places, and their stories not appearing in the press. Now, what connections can they have with extraterrestrials and UFOs? The area around Cape Aya is also known for frequent UFO sightings, leading some to speculate a connection between these aquatic humanoids and extraterrestrial activity. Anfalov's collection of stories from local residents further supports this theory, with many eyewitnesses reporting similar descriptions of the humanoids' appearance. The mysterious glass tunnel, an intriguing story from the 1950s, adds to a mystery. During military construction at Cape Aya, builders discovered a strange vitrified tunnel. The walls of the tunnel were heavily melted, suggesting exposure to high temperatures. Naval intelligence investigated and subsequently ordered the tunnel to be buried and filled with concrete, raising questions about its origin and its purpose. And then there's this story with the beautiful mermaid. One of the most famous sightings occurred August 18, 1991. Musician Vyacheslav Tertus, an experienced swimmer, had a close encounter with an underwater humanoid while swimming at Cape Aya around 11:30 p.m. under a bright full moon. Vyacheslav was floating on his back when he was suddenly struck on the shoulder. Turning around, he saw no one but a hard splash. Assuming it was a friend's prank, he swam back towards the shore, but was struck again, but harder this time. When Vyacheslav turned around, he saw a young girl with long blonde hair and huge glowing eyes, much larger than human eyes. Frightened, he pushed her away and swam to shore as fast as he could, hearing splashes behind him. Near the shore, he was struck again, and he saw the girl looking disappointed. His friends on the shore saw a silver-clad figure in the water behind him, clearly visible in the moonlight. Vyacheslav was so shaken by the encounter that he was in a state of shock for several hours. Despite his fear, he later returned to the same spot, hoping to see the beautiful sea maiden again, but never did. The Fishermen and the Atlanteans. In the summer of 1997, fisherman Vasily Ivanovich N. was fishing near Cape Aya when he saw two giant humanoids with huge heads and bright blue eyes. These beings, about 3 meters tall, that's about 10 feet tall, spoke a language he did not understand and swam smoothly about 10 meters, that's about 30 feet, from the shore. Vasily immediately thought they looked like Atlanteans based on something he had read. The creature's appearance, including webbed toes or flippers, and their large convex eyes left a lasting impression on him. Overcome by fear, he eventually dropped everything and ran to the nearest boarding house. And then there were giants and also sea serpents. Claims of these types of entities. In July 2000, a family from Moscow vacationed at Cape Aya, witnessing an extraordinary sight. Using binoculars, they saw a giant humanoid about 3 meters tall and 10 feet tall, swimming alongside a huge sea serpent about 300 meters from the shore. The two appeared to be playing, swimming side by side in a race. After about 15 minutes, the serpent swam away and the giant man swam to the shore, disappearing into the coastal thickets. The underwater family. In the same summer of 2000, diver Alexei S. had a startling encounter with it while diving at Cape Aya. At a depth of about 20 meters, that's about 60 feet down, he saw what looked like the entrance to a cave. Suddenly, 3 humanoids appeared, 2 about 3 meters tall, again 10 feet tall, and a smaller one about 2 meters, that's about possibly a child, he said, then quickly swam into the underwater cave. They quickly swam into the cave, and Alexei noticed that they wore no diving equipment. Frightened, he hurried to the surface as quickly as possible. So the stories of the Crimean sea people, alongside sightings of the Karadag monster, paint a picture of a region which is rich in history, mystery, and intrigue. Whether these beings are remnants of an ancient race, visitors from another world, or something else entirely, their consistent sightings and detailed descriptions continue to captivate and puzzle researchers and enthusiasts alike. Cape Aya of Crimea remains a focal point for those seeking to unravel the enigmatic secrets of the book, The Black Sea's Depths. The ongoing investigation into these cryptids highlights the enduring fascination with the unknown and the human desire to understand the mysteries of our world. And of course, we should keep in mind that we hardly know anything concerning what's to be found in lakes and seas and oceans. This is by Anne Shrivastava on Infinity Explorers. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. My Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.